Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Today, I am reacting to Michelle Brown's live that she did a few hours ago. OMG. I'm going to put a link in my description box so you guys can check it out. It's like an hour and 15 minutes, and it is juicy. OMG. So, the night before we resume the Cardi B defamation case, the Cardi B lawsuit against Tasha K, there seems to be a prayer circle, a come to Jesus meeting with certain people that are trying to discredit Mr. Dennis Byron and trying to call him a liar and calling him biased and calling him all of these things. And it is just wild out here. And it's like the only 4 people that are reporting on the trial is Choke No Joke, Mr. Dennis Byron, and I forget the other 2 people's names. Sorry about that. But all of their stories, all of their reporting has been the same, has checked out. Nobody is saying anything to be salacious. Nobody is saying anything to be biased against somebody. How can somebody lie about what they are taking notes on people are saying verbatim in the courtroom? How is that a lie? And how is somebody who is respected, who has been in all of the high-profile court cases, like the O.J. Simpson case, like the R. Kelly case, like all of these, the P. Diddy case, all of these cases, how do you think that they do not know who's in the room, who's all there, who's all available? It's just wild out here. Listen, I understand some people are scared and do not want to say how they really feel. Or some people have a certain allegiance to certain people or what have you. However, right is right and wrong is wrong. And that's all this is. All this is, again, there was DMs, there was comments to remove the content, and then there were requests to come on, the channel to debunk the rumors, and then still continuous videos coming out knowing that the rumors were a lie, but presenting them as facts. Then there were 3 cease and desist letters sent out to take down the content before we even got to the lawsuit. Then we filed the lawsuit, but we couldn't find you. So then a process server had to be hired to locate you, to present to you, to deliver to you, to serve you the lawsuit. That is why we are here. There were several chances. It's fine if you want to be team whoever, but we have to take out all of the facts. And the facts were, there were several attempts to try to work this out amicably, to try to work this out without any court date, without any federal lawsuit. So I do not know why some people are not taking this seriously. Take off your stand card. Look at this objectively. Do you want somebody putting out false health rumors about you on a platform that you know for a fact isn't true? So with that being said, back to Miss Michelle Brown. So she was getting into her history with Funky Dineva so that people can kind of see everything full circle of how they've had, how they started out, how they had their beef, how they fell out. And she had mentioned some new tea that I did not know about, which was she had an opportunity to be on Judge Mathis's show with Funky Dineva because of the judgment that he owed her money and such. They called her to have them both be on the show, and Judge Mathis was going to agree to pay a percentage of the damages that Funky Dineva owed her, and then Funky Dineva was supposed to be responsible for the rest. And they either couldn't get a hold of Funky Dineva or Funky Dineva declined to do the show, and so the show never happened. Because he didn't agree or they couldn't get a hold of him or whatever. But it's just a mess. It is just a mess. So the purpose of this was Michelle Brown wanted to react to Funky Dineva, Claudia Jordan, and Al Reynolds show, TGIF Friday, where they are finally discussing the Cardi B defamation lawsuit case against Tasha K. And so they wanted everybody's reaction because everybody is reacting to Dennis Byron's reporting about what took place in the courtroom, about what happened while Cardi B was on the stand and her feeling suicidal and not wanting to be intimate with her husband and all of these things. And so they had wanted reactions. Claudia Jordan wanted a reaction. And so that was when, of course, I did the other video where I linked the episode and he said that he wasn't comfortable speaking on other Black bloggers, that wasn't his thing, because when he does it, things are going to blow up. So immediately Michelle Brown pulls out the receipts because there was already beef with her. So Funky Dineva already has addressed her multiple times on his platform. But then she brought out the receipts of the things that Funky Dineva said about Latoya Ali, who's more of a YouTuber than a Real Housewife. And then about Kevin Samuels. Isn't he a YouTuber? And allegedly calling him gay. And then also there was receipts against some of the things that he said against Jeffree Star. Also receipts of when Kaya's grandchild was called, quote, slow and retarded. And then Monica from All About the Tea, where, it was said that she, quote unquote, had a credibility problem. And then when he came back for Miss, oh man, it's just crazy, man. Miss Michelle Brown, when he came back for her after getting the YouTube channel back, she just had the receipts on deck. She had the YouTube clips and, of course, the clip when he went on Tasha K's show and just completely, said all of these things about Miss Michelle Brown. And OMG, you guys got to listen to this for yourself. You just got to see the receipts pouring in, and you need to turn on the chat replay and just get the key at the 2,200 people that are in there. But then some alleged new tea, because again, we do not know if this is true or not. We have not verified this yet, but allegedly one of her callers called in and said they looked up one of the LLCs, I believe, of the app, because of, you'll remember when at the trial on the stand, Tasha K had said on the stand that she had lots of businesses and this and that. However, when her husband went on the stand, he made it seem as though Kibi Studios was the only business that was going on. However, allegedly, we again will have to confirm at a later date if this is true or if this is false. But this person allegedly looked up the app to get the business information and get the LLC and found out the name was a Mona Lisa Brown LLC, was created in August 2020 and was dissolved in September 2021. So was put in place after the lawsuit was filed, but dissolved right before the trial. Because you'll remember the trial was supposed to start earlier and it got pushed back to January. So you can present it and make it seem like to the court, okay, if I dissolve these businesses, even though technically the app is still live, you can still, download it. Maybe it got transferred to somebody else's name. But if I present this as though our names are only going to show up for Kibi Studios and no other businesses, that could be what they're trying to present to the court in the event if there is a guilty verdict and in the event if they have to pay damages. But according to Mr. Dennis Byron's reporting, there was a Treasury agent in there, the U.S. Marshals were in there, everybody is in this courtroom. This is federal court. This is not a game. This is not a game to be played with. So people who are trying to diminish this and saying this is not a big deal and, people are overreacting, there is a lot. Tasha K already admitted that she lied on purpose because she wanted the profits, because she knew saying anything about Cardi B was going to get her clicks and views and was going to make her money. And she said she wasn't going to take down the videos because it's still her highest rated videos, her most viewed. So again, the night before, hours before this trial resumes, in several hours from now, I just wanted to get on here because everybody else seems to be getting on and doing their own little version of their own prayer circle for whoever it is that they are supporting in this trial. And I just wanted to stick to the facts. That's all I want. No bias here, just the facts. And if you've been following what Dennis Byron and Choke No Joke and others have been reporting, they've all have had the same story. So anybody that's trying to discredit them or trying to make them out to be haters or have a bias or, you know, they're being paid by Cardi B or whatever rumors people are trying to put out there, keep in mind there are other people in here who are reporting on this trial who are saying the exact same thing, and all of the major publications are picking all of this up. They are picking up the same testimony. So how is it a lie? Make it make sense, because the math isn't mathing. People aren't just going to report lies. Billboards not just going to report lies. You know, a lot of these, you know, respected publications are not just going to flat out report a lie without doing their journalistic integrity and investigating and validating the sources and validating people who either had access or were physically in that courtroom and know what that testimony was. And keep in mind, for the millionth time, we are going to see the court transcripts at some point. We are going to see for ourselves what was said on the stand by everybody. So, why would anybody lie about a high-profile case? Like, let's just keep it 100, okay? What is there to gain in doing that? The facts are going to come out, so why would somebody lie? And why would respected publications pick up the same thing that you've been reporting all week? And only 3 other people have been in the same trial that have been reporting on it, who also have the same receipts, who also have the same testimony, who also have the same notes that they took. There has not been one person who has come out who has debunked anything that has been said to this point. So why that is even being put out into the universe right now as a Hail Mary to make it seem something isn't what it is, again, there were several chances for this not to get to this point. And somebody openly admitting everything that they did and still trying to say that they didn't do anything wrong. You guys, we are in federal court. This is not a game. This is not a game at all. So that was all that I had. Again, I am going to link in my description box the link to Michelle's live so that you guys can see for yourself. Please turn on the chat replay because it is lit in the chat. And if you have time to also listen to some of the calls and to see what I was discussing in the video, but there was a lot in there. So please react. Let me know. I know you guys are hungry. You guys are thirsty. You guys are starving for a trial update, and we will resume hours from now. And probably early afternoon, we will get a morning update and potentially, you know, some live tweets or something to just give us an idea when there's like a break or something. Because I cannot wait. I don't know about you, but that was all that I had. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Please react to it all. So that is all. Those of you, if it's your first time viewing my channel, welcome. Thank you so much. Please check out my playlist. Please check out other things that I've reacted to, that I've discussed on my channel. Those of you who've been back multiple times, to all of my supporters, thank you so much for your continued support. I'm grateful, thankful, and appreciative of each and every single one of you. And thank you so much. You guys are very engaging in the comments, and I am grateful for all of you. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment that I post new content and new updates on my channel. And please keep in mind, we are going to be busy today with the trial updates. We are going to be live wall-to-wall coverage with all of Mr. Dennis Byron's updates live of what is going on. I know it's going to be a circus this week now that a lot of the international publications have picked up this story, because a lot of people didn't know that the trial started. So we are going to be eating this week, you guys. We are going to be drinking this week. We are going to be eating this week. We are going to have our thirst quenched of everything that is going to be updated with this trial this week. So hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified as well on my recap of what is taking place. With that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon. Have an amazing rest of your holiday wherever you guys are. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys later.